Corsair has launched a new line of PCIe 4.0 M.2 2280 SSDs made with PS5 compatibility in mind. The MP600 Pro LPX is now available in 4 capacities: 500GB, 1TB, 2TB, and a big 4TB drive. Each of these drives comes with an elegant heatsink pre-installed, making it easy to know that it'll have thermal protection, whether you put it in a PS5 or your PC. The other key details come down to price and speed, and in both categories, Corsair is aiming to deliver a better value than Samsung does with the slightly slower, slightly pricier 980 Pro that also comes with its own heatsink. You can get Corsair's 500GB model for $99.99, and the 1TB model isn't too much more at $169.99. The 2TB SSD is $339.99, and the price gets a little wild with the 4TB SSD. It will cost $784.99. Each SSD comes with a 5-year warranty. Across the board, the MP600 Pro LPX claims to deliver a sequential read speed of up to 7,100 megabytes per second and a sequential write speed of up to 6,800 megabytes per second. Sequential write speeds vary depending on the capacity, going down to 5,800 megabytes per second in the 1TB model and 3,700 megabytes per second in the 500GB model. For the sake of comparison, Samsung's competing 980 Pro can deliver a sequential read speed of 7,000 megabytes per second, while sequential write speeds top out at 5,100 megabytes per second regardless of the storage capacity. Compared to Sony's built-in PS5 storage, Corsair says that its new SSDs shave off a second, sometimes more, sometimes less for game startup times. It's important to note that Sony's storage requirements for the PS5 would only call for an SSD with a sequential read speed that's faster than 5,500 megabytes per second, a metric that this model, and many others, can easily surpass. And yet, some of the slowest PCIe 4.0 drives we could find delivered comparable loading times as pricier, faster models. As Sean Hollister noted in that post, it seems like today's games just don't need all of that speed yet. So while you might feel the urge to go with a cheaper model now, we both recommend getting an SSD that's as fast and spacious as one of Corsair's new drives, or save a little bit of money by getting a PCIe 4.0 M.2 SSD and a heatsink separately. If you hadn't planned on using Corsair's new SSD in a PS5 but a PC, the MP600 Pro LPX will see the fastest speeds when installed on a PCIe 4.0 motherboard. And, compared to using this SSD in a PS5, Corsair's test results make it seem like you'll get the advertised transfer speeds if you have the right kind of PC hardware, although, if you don't, it's backward compatible with PCIe 3.0 motherboards at lower transfer speeds. Recommended by